Hello, everyone. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, and let's get this party started. Hello, Ryan from Palm Springs. I imagine it's hot there. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. Can you guys hear me? Yep. Okay. Quickly, on a personal note, if any of you guys know anything about homeschooling, can you please send me a message? Some questions about that. Other than that, let's get started. But if any of you guys have any knowledge about that subject, homeschooling for kids, um, if you could send me a message, I have some questions for you. That's for personal stuff for me, not for the exam. So let's get back to the exam. Yeah, Michelle, if you could send me a note, I'd appreciate it. I have some questions for you guys. I said that has nothing to do with the exam. Don't worry. All right. So now let's get to the task at hand. All right. So, what are the 5 words that you guys learned this morning? What 5 words did you guys learn in your vocabulary? By the way, I hope you guys had a nice day yesterday, Memorial Day. Time to commemorate the veterans, sacrifice their lives for the country. I don't know if you guys know this, but Adrian, the guy who does the webinars on Thursday, he is a veteran. He served in the Navy. He's not here today, but when he is, it's always nice to thank him for his service. He'll be back soon. And he is a veteran. Okay, so we got the 5 words we learned. Remember, guys, you always got to put down the 5 words at night and then memorize them in the morning. All right, so the first word on the board is assume. Assume. What does assume mean? What does assume? So we got these words. We're doing a word cloud. This is actually a follow-up from a previous word cloud I did, I think, like a week or 2 ago. So I want you to write down the definition of the words as few words as possible. Sarah Shannon says, can you explain ARM? ARM stands for adjustable rate mortgage. It just means your rate could change in relation to the current market trends, as opposed to knowing how much you're going to pay every month. That amount could change. Okay, assume buyer liable. Everybody write this down. Assume buyer liable. And what it means is the buyer can take over your loan, as opposed to a subject to, when a subject to means the seller is liable. Seller is liable, meaning that when the property is transferred, the seller has to pay off that debt. So everybody write assume buyer liable. Assume buyer liable. All right. Good job, everybody. So let's click that one off the board. All right. Agency. What's that all about? What's agency? What are the essentials of an agency relationship? What do you guys think? What's that acronym we learned? So the one that is seller liable, Nazilia, is subject to. Okay? All right, agency. What do we know about that? Accountability, confidentiality, obedience, loyalty, and disclosure. The essentials of a agency relationship. Accountability, confidentiality, obedience, loyalty, and disclosure. Good. Taxation. Everything you want to write about taxation, go for it as it pertains to the real estate exam. Okay? So taxation. What can you guys tell me about taxation? What do you guys think? So taxation, first of all, it's a lien, right, guys? It's a lien. It is one of the government powers. Excellent. Great job. Is it a specific lien or a general lien? Is it a specific lien or a general lien? What do you guys think? Is taxation a specific lien or a general lien? What do you guys think? Is it a specific lien or general lien? Some say general, some say specific. Nice job, Ann Carlson. It can be both. Ann Carlson nailed it. Everybody give Ann Carlson a big high five. It depends. Certain types of taxes are specific liens, certain are general liens. What types of taxes are specific liens? What types of taxes are specific liens? That was a trick question for you guys. See if you're paying attention. All right. Property tax is a specific lien. Property tax specific lien. What kind of tax is a general lien? What kind of tax is a general lien? Income tax would be a general lien. Good. Taxation is one of the 4 government powers. Can you guys tell me the other 3? What are the other 3 government powers? What are the other 3 government powers? Police power is 1. Good. Eminent domain's another. And escheat is the 4th, making up the total of police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. And we learned the acronym PEAT. Good job, everybody. Police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. Police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat. Good. What is the difference between police power and eminent domain? What is the difference between police power and eminent domain? What do you guys think? What is the difference between police power and eminent domain? Police power, they tell you how to use the property. Eminent domain, they take it away. And they take it away through that process of, what's it called? Eminent domain takes your property through the process of condemnation. Good. They take it away from you through the process of condemnation. Good. And if the government does not give you just compensation for your property, which they're supposed to do through the process of condemnation, if you feel like you're getting screwed, you could file for inverse condemnation. Good. You could file for inverse condemnation, which is basically a lawsuit against the government. Good. So police power, they don't take the property away from you. Eminent domain, they do. Okay? What is an example of how police power tells you how to use your property? What is one of the examples? Zoning is one. Okay, building codes is another. Zoning and building codes. Excellent. Good job, guys. I think we got that one nailed down. A quiet title action. What is a quiet title action? A quiet title action. A quiet title action. A quiet title action removes a cloud on title. Basically, it's there to clear the title. Cloud on titles, when it's not clear, opens it. A quiet title action makes it clear who opens it. Who owns it. I have exciting news for you guys. Who wants some exciting news? Who wants some exciting news? You guys ready for some exciting news? Say, I want exciting news, Joe. Okay, so the exciting news. Oh my God, that's so annoying. Somebody called. I'm sorry, guys. The exciting news is, well, let me ask you guys. What time, all right, is our webinar tomorrow? This is related to the exciting news. What time is the webinar tomorrow? What do you guys think? Okay, so our regularly scheduled webinar tomorrow is from 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock East Coast time. All right. However, we're going to add another one tomorrow, okay, at 9 o'clock. All right, we're going to add another one at 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 o'clock East Coast time. All right. And the reason we're asking that is because we're trying a brand new instructor. Tomorrow we have Stuart Jacobson, who will be leading our class tomorrow. All right, do you guys see Stuart Jacobson? We're going to try him out. You guys can tell him he's awesome or he's terrible. I think he's going to be amazing. All right, so we're going to try out a brand new webinar. You guys may have seen them in the he participates in our group. And so we're trying to bring on new instructors so that we could add a lot more classes for you guys. All right. So that's our big news for tomorrow. It's not on our schedule. We're going to announce it today. So ZSQRS, I don't see on prep page. It's not on our schedule yet. We just planned this. We're adding an extra one tomorrow. So we're going to announce that today. So look for that announcement today, okay? We're going to put it at the same time it is today for tomorrow, but we're going to make that announcement a little bit later. As I said, this was not originally scheduled for us, but we're adding it in. And the reason we're doing it is because we're trying to bring on new people. All right, back to the matter at hand. What is a freehold estate? What is a freehold estate? Freehold estates, when you have an estate for an undefined period of time. Give me an example of a freehold estate. What's an example of a freehold estate? What is an example of a freehold estate? A fee simple estate, a life estate. Okay, fee simple to feasible. Good job, everybody. When you have a fee simple absolute estate, is that absolute ownership? Is that absolute ownership? Excuse me. Don't worry, there's a screen in front of you. No, what limits the absolute ownership? What do you guys think? What limits the absolute ownership? The government powers. Remember those police power, eminent domain, taxation, and escheat? That limits the absolute ownership. Okay, good. What are specific liens? Specific liens is when they take one property specifically. Good. They take one property, you don't pay. We gave the example of property taxes before. Can you guys give me another example of a specific lien other than property taxes? Be a mechanic's lien or a mortgage. Good. I believe child support would be a general lien. Bundle of rights. What are the bundle of rights? Bundle of rights. We learned the acronym DEEP C. DEEPC. Better write that down. Disposition, exclusion, enjoyment, possession. Right? So we want to write that down. And control. Disposition, exclusion, possession, control. That's like the first thing you learn when you guys open up your real estate textbooks. It has to be the essential of property ownership. The general agent. What is a general agent? A general agent is an ongoing relationship as opposed to a specific agent, which is one thing, specific things, one act. Can you guys give me an example of a special agent? I meant to say special agent, not specific agent. Okay, so a listing agent, good. A real estate agent, or an accountant would be a special agent. An accountant. Good job. Personal property. Personal property is movable. Also, say something that goes with the person. Good. What's it called when an item that is personal becomes real? What's it called when an item that is personal becomes real? That would be a fixture. Good. Yeah, that'd be a fixture. What's our test for a fixture? Who knows? What's our test for a fixture? Maria, method, adaptability, relationship, intention, and agreement. Okay, good. What is a mechanic's lien? Ooh, we got 300 people. It's a lot. Okay, mechanics lien is when you owe money on the property. Is it a specific lien or a general lien? What do you guys think? Mechanics lien, specific or general? It's a specific lien. Good. Panic peddling. What is panic peddling? What do you guys got for me? Panic peddling. Panic peddling, also known as blockbusting or panic selling. Okay, it's when you say you better sell your house because those people are moving to town. You don't want to live by those people, do you? It's a fair housing violation, and fair housing started in what year? Fair housing started in what year? (1968). 1968. Good. Remember, whenever you see 1968, just circle it. I don't care if it asks you how old you are or how many kids you have or whatever. Just circle 1968. It says what year it is, 1968. They may ask about another date at some point, but they won't ask it in the same question. Do. Physical deterioration. Sherry says, Joe, can you explain a mortgage yield? All that is the lender's profit. Okay, physical deterioration is a form of depreciation where the house is falling apart. It's one of the 3 forms of depreciation. What are the other 2? What are the other 2 forms of depreciation? Do you guys know? Functional obsolescence and economic obsolescence. Good. What is functional obsolescence? What do you guys think? Functional obsolescence is when it's poor design, right, guys? Economic obsolescence is when there's trouble in the neighborhood. Excellent. A judgment lien. What's a judgment lien? A judgment lien is what? What's a judgment lien? A judgment lien is a court order saying you owe money, and that would be a general involuntary lien. That'd be a general involuntary lien. It's a general involuntary lien. General involuntary lien. Good. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I need to end today about a few minutes early, but I will add those extra few minutes on tomorrow. I promise I'll add that extra time tomorrow. So today, I'm just ending a little bit earlier than I do normally, but tomorrow I'll tack it on. I promise. All right? So thank you, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. We have 2 webinars tomorrow. We're going to post about that, all right? We have 2 webinars tomorrow. And I will be doing math soon as well. Thank you so much, everybody.